Larry, I have another smattering of video games.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Apparently, we didn't do our due diligence last time and cover
We
everything. I didn't do my due
correct.
diligence last time and cover everything on the Sega 32X. So we have a couple more games that are like exclusive to the 32X. Actually, none of them are. Well, maybe one of them.
Yeah.
Two of them are definitely not. Uh, but one of them we've taken a look at before, and there's going to be virtually no difference. But because it came out on a Sega 32X cart, we're going to take a look at it anyway. So I am going to start us though with some golf,
Good.
because I figure that probably we should just get this out of the way.
Yeah, start with a showstopper.
Yeah. 36 great holes.
Hello, I'm Fred Couples.
Yeah,
The Golf Magazine's
Yeah.
they're all great.
Every single one of them. Oh, I should probably... I'm going to bump up the volume just a little bit on this, because this has a bunch of like little FMV dudes popping in here. I want to make sure they're audible.
Guy who looked like John Lithgow's son.
Oh no.
He was in Third Rock from the Sun. He was that dumb student, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can practice in this game, but I don't really need to. When you're already the
No.
best, there's no sense in practicing. So
Check out player edit. What's in there? Can you change your golf man?
I can be Fred Couple. Oh yeah, I could be a new player. Oh. Oh, I can cycle through all these dudes. Okay, so hold on. Who do we want to be? There's so many of them.
I like the guy in the blue striped shirt with the mustache.
I do too, but I also like this dude with the weirdly shaped head. You'll catch up to it in a second.
I think that's hair. I don't think it's really... I mean, some of that's head.
I think a lot of it is head. Alright, yeah, let's go with the blue striped shirt guy with the mustache. Cycle back around to him. There we go. Alright, what shirt do we want him to have? Let's go like bright pink for a shirt. I want him to be real obnoxious. Hold on, actually, I got an idea. Can we give him a white shirt and just make him look like Peter Griffin? Yes, we can. Perfect. I probably want wood clubs. I don't know what any of these mean.
At that point, though, I feel like if you're doing a Peter Griffin, you should change the head, too. So he should be one of those guys with glasses.
Yeah, you're right. It's fun to do with glasses in here. It's so tiny, though. I'm having a hard time actually, like, seeing the details on these dudes' faces. This guy looks...
there isn't much detail on the actual model.
Yeah, look, close enough with this dude, I think. It's probably as close as we're going to get. Okay.
No, there was one that was closer.
Which one?
Well, I can't tell you because you cycle through them so fast and I see everything 10 seconds later.
Tell me which one, Larry. Work with what we've got.
Well, you'll have to cycle through so I can tell you, like, where he is in relation to others.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the name in first.
Pietro Grifanski.
Okay. Let me get through the lady golfers. Right.
Yeah, we don't want them.
No. Women can't golf, Larry. Come on. That's... Get out of here. Alright, I assume you have caught up now that my misogyny has given you time. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, we got this guy. We have
Not
this
him.
dude, yellow, and the little collar popped out.
Collar pop. I guess so. No,
Okay.
not him. That one's not too far, like,
It is
from the character model.
Alright, we got this dude with the kind of brownish, stripy shirt. He's looking too handsome, though, to be Peter Griffin.
Yeah, too thin.
Okay,
Hi,
we
CJ.
got.
You're just in time to see us try to make Peter Griffin. You're the target audience for this.
All right, what about this dude? Too skinny, I think. This guy
Yeah.
looks Peter-esque, though. He's got kind of a mustard shirt on. Head built like a thumb.
Yes, that I think might be the one that I saw when you were cycling through
This
at
might
lightning
be
speed.
Peter. All right, what does the audience think? Is this Peter Griffin-esque? Does this work?
Holy crap, CJ! Tell us, is this an acceptable PETA?
Still wish there was a streaming
Technically-
service that was like way more like, low latency on this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Bums me out. As close as you're gonna get. All right.
That's what I think. And yeah, technically this is 32X still. This is the one that we were missing
Yeah.
last time.
Really like the thumbnail for pants, by the way. I just want to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, okay, how do I save this guy?
Mm,
Do we need to edit his stats first?
let's hit start.
Press A to restart. Oh no, it got rid of Peter. There we go. Oh god, yeah, that deleted everything.
Good job.
Jesus. Well, I thought that stats was going to just delete his number, not his fucking name and his face. Yeah, I don't know. Like the mapping for the buttons, by the way, for this thing is very weird because like C is what it uses for confirmation, and then B is to go back, and I don't know why A does not appear to be used for like anything at all. Because when I hit it, it just doesn't do anything. Start does not do anything.
Okay. Maybe you just have to hit back, and they'll just keep it there. I don't know.
Hitting all the buttons. It's not letting me go back. What the fuck? Okay, A button does let me cycle through shirt. Yeah, it's none of these buttons are letting me go back. Oh, there it goes. You have to hit the B button on delete, because I was doing that on other things and it wasn't working.
Of course.
That's very intuitive.
Yeah. Sure. All right, here we go.
What a game. Okay.
Here's hitting the links.
Okay, we got stroke play. It's always a favorite. Tournament, skins, shootout, scramble, match play. I don't know what any of these mean. So let's just do stroke play.
Yeah.
Oh, Fritz
Stroke
favorite.
plays standard.
All 36 holes.
There are 36 great holes, it
Yeah.
says.
Okay, let's go Peter. Okay. Par 4. I don't know what that means. Just hit this ball.
It's a mystery.
Just hit it directly into a tree. Every golf game is
Pretty
the
good
same.
animation.
Time is a flat circle. We have been here before.
Swing looked pretty good.
That's the power of the 32X, Larry.
I know.
This isn't a Sega Genesis. It's plugged into a Sega Genesis, but it's not a... Look, it's a whole thing. Do the math, Larry.
Yeah. Blast processing.
Yeah.
And really, you're doing better than you usually do.
It might have something to do with the fact that I've played like 10 goddamn golf games on the stream, and so like very slowly I'm learning.
You should try to stop the bar near where the marker is, though.
No, I got this. Yeah, it is.
Jaguar
It
was
is
to
the
do the math.
Jaguar. Yeah, yeah.
Jaguar, as George calls it.
Jaguar.
Okay. Also, do not just do whatever you just did.
No, I got this. It's going to inch my way over to the hole.
Again, too early and then too late. It's going, so the red bar comes in from the right. You want to hit near the marker and then hit the blue one that comes in from the left. Hit that near the marker. This is not that complicated.
Do you ever do like
Too
a
early, too late.
Space Jam for golf? That'd be neat.
I mean, there was golf in Space Jam. Remember?
You have
I'm
Tiger
fixing a
Woods in
divot.
it with his horrible
You
head
need to
injury.
hit. Are you?
Knock it in.
You're supposed to press the button again. You know.
I got it.
That's why you keep hitting it to the right.
I'm playing golf about as well as Peter Griffin would. All right,
Only 5 above par.
let's move on to the next game. I think I've had
It'd be
enough
nice
golf.
if you would actually try sometime.
I was trying.
No, you weren't.
So we're going to skip Night Trap for now because despite the fact that it's a 32X ROM that I have sitting in here, it has to be loaded through the Sega CD because it's just Night
Sure.
Trap. So instead,
Okay.
I'm going to play a little bit of Space Harrier. And this is like actually a really good version of Space Harrier too.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah. I like Space Harrier.
Yeah, it's fine.
Burning Force, I think I might like more than Space Harrier. Burning Force is neat.
Okay. Yep.
I looked away to
Games
read
in
the
every
chat and I
Yakuza.
died.
You know, CJ, you've missed when we played Fantasy Zone, the other Yakuza stalwart.
So I always get them confused because this always starts out saying "Welcome to the Fantasy Zone," so I keep thinking that this is called Fantasy Zone.
Oh.
And I consistently do this even though I know better.
My Fantasy Zone has Opa Opa.
Yeah. I keep thinking that Fantasy Zone is called Space Harrier and vice versa. It's a real problem.
What's this guy's name? Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
No, he's a Space Harrier. That's
He's
his
the
name.
Space Harrier?
Yeah, sure. I think he actually does have a name. It might actually just be Space Harrier. Space Harrier might have like one of my favorite like level 1 themes, though, in like old gaming.
Pretty good.
It is. It's great.
That cool dragon.
Yeah. There's one of these Space Harrier games, though. It might actually just be all of them where, like, it is really bad at telling you whether or not you've scored a hit on a boss. Like, the sound it makes is just very inadequate.
Yeah, because it makes like a sound that like sounds like it's bouncing off even if you're actually hitting it.
Yeah, it's doing it in this one because I see him changing colors now. I thought that my shots were not doing anything when I hit his head. Like I said, I never played this version of Space Harrier. I played like a little bit of it last night just to make sure it worked.
This seems like good, I guess.
Yeah. Scrolling's really good on that ground.
Sure.
What you want out of Space Harrier is for it to not, like, run like shit, I guess. I think, like, there's a NES version of Space Harrier?
No, I don't think so.
Super Nintendo version? I think.
Yeah, there probably is a Super Nintendo version.
I just remember there
That sounds
being
right.
a Space Harrier of this era that runs very bad.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn it was on, like, a Nintendo console.
Didn't we play it on a stream?
I'm not sure.
Because I seem to remember saying something about how it looked like the Lawnmower Man game.
Everything goes back to the Lawnmower Man game in my life, I swear to God. Should just
That's
play
true.
that on a stream at some point. I still want to just do a stream where we play every 32X game, because, like, there's not that many of them.
There's 40 of them.
That's not that many.
And most of them are just Genesis games.
Those are the good ones. Those are the ones worth playing, like
True.
Space Harrier.
There was a Space Harrier on NES. It must
There
not
was,
have looked
okay.
anything like this.
Yeah.
I want to know what that looks like.
I kind of want to as well. I might... let's take a look at Night Trap. I might have that, though, on this PC. I think I might have that ROM. I would have to set it up, but we could take a look at it if we really wanted to.
Eh. I'm okay.
Okay. Because I had, of course, gotten that ROM set that fell off the back of a truck that had basically everything.
Yeah.
So I might have that ROM. Not sure, though.
Oh yeah, NES Space Harrier looks weird.
I bet it does.
Like, it's closer than I would have guessed.
I bet it looks like that
to
Penguin game that Square put out.
Penguin game.
Remember that? That was like, I think, what they did right before Final Fantasy.
No.
Because their company was like in trouble because they were not putting out good games.
Yeah, it was the Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Hey, Larry, it's
Now,
Night
do you
Trap.
remember? Do you remember how
when
to
we
play
played
Night Trap?
No. Oh, Dana
Okay.
Plato.
Yeah. R.I.P.
No, I remember that. Well, we had some confusion with the buttons and what the different like indicating lights were, because this is definitely a game where you needed to read the instruction manual.
Yes. So it's that the color code changes depending on the scene, and so you have to like look at the cameras and listen to the people to find out like what they're changing the code to.
Oh, right, is that the fact I had to listen to people that wasn't going to work because we're doing a stream. So I remember Night Trap just being like not a stream-friendly game.
Scat.
There is a good like documentary about Night Trap on the My Life in Gaming channel. So if anyone is interested in finding out like why this game exists, I would recommend that.
I'm not.
They do like a lot of interviews with like the people involved and like talking about how it was different from filming a movie because you had to get the timing of the video game aspect down. So like if you had a scene and it had to be 20 seconds and like a character had to hit their mark at second 16 in order for it to line up with what the trap was, then it was less about giving the actors flexibility to do what they wanted and more about like you absolutely must get your ass over here at 16 seconds sharp. And so, like, they showed the scripts for it, and they look like an absolute goddamn mess of just, like, red marker everywhere and arrows pointing to different boxes. It's weird.
You lose control for good. This is my attack squad.
Should we skip past this opening bit?
No,
Skip to
he's
the game?
telling you how to play the game.
Whatever. I don't need to know how to play Night Trap.
And the lives of those other girls in your hands. Don't even think of messing up. If you don't have the brains or the guts for this assignment, give the controls to someone who does.
Okay, Larry, here's the controller. I don't have the brains or the guts for this assignment.
You're wasting time.
Well, I know that.
Now.
It's mostly the brains. I mean,
Looks like you're not up for this mission. Breaking contact.
oh. So, am I... Okay. For a second, I thought that I had missed a cue and was supposed to hit a button, and I game overed. You just pull the
It's weird
plug on me.
that emulator has that static effect also,
Yes.
which doesn't help.
Yeah. I think okay, yeah. I was supposed to hit a button to proceed.
Oh, great.
I don't remember that being in the original one. Maybe some stuff in this has changed?
Or you just mashed a button back then and
Probably.
noticed. Oh, hit the trap, hit the trap. Where we?
Access code, how do I change the code? It's red.
You don't. What, did they say the access code changed? Because I think it starts the same no matter what. Anyway.
Look, it's the same as the last
It
time we
does
played
odds.
Night Trap. I just hit every button and I hope something happens.
That's how you play every game.
Yeah, I know. It's worked out well so far.
Stop changing the access code. One thing. I think it should be green.
Yeah, change the screen.
I mean, this is basically just Five Nights at Freddy's, and you love that crap. So
I loved 2 of that crap. The rest of them, not so much.
whatever you say.
I maintain that second Five Nights at Freddy's game is pretty good.
Okay.
I insist upon it. You should play it, Larry.
Now,
And then you should buy the books.
now watch Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, that would be good if you just change screens and it's one of those ALF videos.
With that. Yeah, it's about time. Sorry, it didn't dawn on me. Yeah, I'll dawn on you if you don't get on the ball. I'm sorry.
I like how you can tell there's nothing happening in the scene because it switches to just a still image.
I mean, look, if we don't get any augers, maybe we can see them kill one of the girls. That would be something.
Maybe. Stop switching back to the bathroom.
I mean, something cool is probably going to happen in the bathroom. I have a feeling. I mean, I do remember like one of the kills does happen in the bathroom, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Just to get that like drill thing over her. So that was actually like part of it too when they were making this game, is like the way that the augers walk is because the stuntmen, in order to fall through the traps and not horribly injure themselves, had to have like a certain posture to land correctly. So
Yeah.
they hobble around all weird like, and so when they're making it, they're like, why do these guys walk this way? Like there has to be an explanation. So they just came up with like, they're sick vampires. They've got a disease. I don't know.
I like how you're just silent while you're switching between cameras and stuff.
Well,
and then
who
when
cares
there's an
about
actual
this?
scene happening,
It's
you
Night
just,
Trap.
like,
Who gives a
talk
shit?
over the entire thing.
I don't give a fuck what Dana Plato has to say.
Welcome to our little
Aw.
Father, I want you to meet Cindy. Hi. Ashley. Hi. Megan. Hey. Lisa. Hi. Her little brother Danny. What's up? And, oh, Kelly. Nice to meet you, Mr. Martin.
Please, call me Victor.
So charming.
And this is my wife, Sheila.
Hello. Come on, everyone. Let's go in the house. Okay.
Okay, they're going in the house, so I think we need to switch to this camera.
Who's that? That's Weird Eddie. He's just one of the neighbors. He's really gooned down. He's really gooned down, yeah.
Oh, no, maybe they're in the kitchen. Yep.
Well, please, just call me Sheila. Is this the freezer?
I mean, that's kind of the problem with Night Trap too, is it's set up like a movie, so it takes a while to even get to the kills.
Why is it locked?
Mm-hmm.
Danny!
So,
I'd like to thank you very much for letting us come out this weekend. It's very nice of you.
I'm not sure whether there is to look at. I'm good with moving on to the Saturn if you are.
Cherry popsicles.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's Night Trap, man. There's... What is there to show? I was against this, by the way, and you insisted, no. It's on the 32X, we need to look at it.
No, I didn't. When you said it was the same thing, I said, oh, okay. It was just I was looking at a list of 32X games and seeing that was on there.
Anyway, we're moving on to the Saturn, so say goodbye to Calibri, which we did not take a look at because that was not a launch game.
No. Also, you can never get it working.
No, well, to be fair, maybe in like Kega Fusion I can. It was whatever emulator is on RetroArch was not being cooperative with it, so. But also,
Hey!
I don't want to play
It's
Calibri.
my boy John Lithgow.
That's right. I thought for
Also,
a
Gordon
second,
Levitt
what
is
should
here to get free assets for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
video games
get
are the
paid
future
in
of
exposure.
storytelling.
Yeah.
I also just really like
Is
that
this
picture of
Nier?
Albright. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is Nier. No, this is Panzer Dragoon, one of the, like, God, there were like 6 launch games for the Sega Saturn. Which is surprising to me considering they just kind of were like, I don't know, it's out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not too... I wasn't too aware until like a few days ago exactly what the launch of the system looked like, other than the infamous thing of like, hey, the console's out now, you can get it, and then a bunch of retailers just being like, fucking no, it's not, we're not carrying your console. So I was surprised to see how much actually like released on this thing.
Yeah, I think Bug was the launch title. We'll find out, I guess.
Bug
if
game.
It's, Bug. It was just called Bug.
No, that wasn't one of the launch titles, I don't think.
Well,
on the list that I
apparently
looked
not,
at. Yeah.
I thought it would be. It seems like it would be.
Clockwork Knight was one of the launch titles, but I could not get Clockwork Knight to run. I tried 3 different Sega Saturn, 3 different Sega Saturns, and I tried 2 different discs of Clockwork Knight, and one of them was a Japanese disc. Anyway, look, none of the Clockwork Knights worked. I don't know what to tell you. We are not going to see what Pepper LaChow is up to.
Played a platformer and thought, I want this to be as stiff as humanly possible.
Yeah.
If so, Clockwork Knight is for you. I'm not sure we need the backstory of Panzer Dragoon, honestly.
Oh, but we gotta watch all the Night Trap. George has to be quiet during the Night Trap cutscenes, but we can't watch Panzer Dragoon. I see how it is.
There isn't exactly dialogue happening here. And well, the idea was I wanted to see if they mentioned the access code thing.
Oh, yeah. So I've been playing some Sonic Adventure lately, and this is just the Sky Chase missions in Sonic Adventure. And replaying that,
Come on.
I remembered how much
way
I
better
don't
than
like those missions.
Look at those reflections, though. I mean, they're fake, but...
Yeah, and check out this frame rate. It's not good.
and this blur effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon 1, I would think, doesn't hold up super well. A remake looks good.
It does. I really want to play that, but it just will not hit like a price where I'm willing to buy it. Waiting for it to drop down to like $10 or something. And every time it does, it's on like the Switch, which no.
Well, it's been out way longer on the Switch. It just came out on other consoles recently.
I kind of feel like that might be a free with PlayStation Plus thing after enough time.
Maybe.
I want to get that Pocky and Rocky thing though.
You know what's a good Panzer Dragoon game? Rez.
Yes. Oh, that's a projectile. I thought that was a power-up. Just ran directly into that. Yeah, Rez I have never played.
Looked like a nice jellyfish.
And I really want to play Rez, but I want to do that in like VR. Because I feel like the proper way to enjoy Rez is with some sort of like superfluous bullshit.
Transvibrator.
Yeah. Like obviously I can't play it with a transvibrator anymore. So I guess the next best thing is doing it in VR.
Rez was ahead of its time when it comes to teledildonics.
Oh, is something like hitting me from behind? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hit the shoulder buttons to rotate around.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of what Panzer Dragoon
That's why you
game
have a radar in the upper right.
So I think I've only ever played like a demo of Panzer Dragoon because I don't think I've played this level before. The one that I'm always familiar with is you're in like a canyon. And so now I'm wondering if that's a different... It might be. Maybe I have always been playing the wrong Panzer Dragoon every time I try to give it a shot.
I'm assuming you're not thinking of Orta, because that looks way different.
No. I'm not thinking of Orta at all.
So, those probably two.
Are they all, like, really expensive?
No.
Is Orta, like, still affordable or something?
Well, I mean, Orta was only on Xbox. And you can just buy that on Xbox Live, so no. I don't even think disc copies are that expensive from what I remember. But I'm not sure. But I know I got the Japanese Panzer Dragoon 2 for like $5. Its Saga is the one that's absurdly expensive.
Okay.
That's the RPG one.
Saga is probably the one that I've checked out a few times.
Probably.
And not this. I mean, it's neat, but again, it's just the Sky Chase stuff, and I'm not that big of a fan of that.
I like how your frame of reference for this is levels
Sonic
from
Adventure.
Sonic Adventure and not Star Fox. or something.
I don't know, I think Star Fox actually plays a fair bit different than this.
Okay. Not really.
To be fair, I've also not played Star Fox for probably a decade.
Probably turn might help.
I'm hitting the buttons, it's not letting me. Yeah, I think it still has me on like a track. I can just kind of adjust the field of view a bit, but I'm not. It's giving me
No,
like
I'm pretty
that.
sure you...
It's giving me that much motion.
Have you tried L and R?
That's what I'm hitting.
Well, okay.
When is the last time you played Panzer Dragoon for the Sega Saturn, Larry?
I don't know.
There's gotta be like a button I hit, but I'm going through everything.
Yes. L and R are supposed to have you turn left and right, so you do not have something mapped correctly, I think.
I have mapped everything in this.
I don't think you did.
Well, I did. I don't know what to tell you.
Go into the options.
Hold on, I'm about to blow this guy up.
It is true to like one of your experiences on streams that you just would not have the controls set up properly.
Everything is mapped. I know that you can't see this, everything is mapped. Hitting right trigger again, and I'm
No,
mapping
I mean
left
in the
trigger.
game. In the game. Go into the controls in there.
Okay, I'll restart it then. Well, at least let me get, like, have it save or whatever. So,
Okay.
that way I'm not just popping back into this level.
I
Hey,
wasn't sure if you could
89%.
access it from in there.
I only missed 9 enemies.
Credit 1.
I mean, yeah, like, Sonic Adventure is kind of my point of reference, but, like, Sonic Adventure is weird in that they took a lot of shit from Sega Saturn games and kind of dumped it into that thing. Like, the whole Chow thing is just the Nightopians from Knights.
Yeah.
Then, of course, you got, like, the Knights pinball table in there, too. But, yeah, like, Sky Chase is very much just aping off of Panzer Dragoon.
I also don't know that that's saved, but
Maybe not. Up and down, controller settings, okay. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it only gives me that much motion, because those are mapped in this emulator. I mean, the Sega Saturn. And it says left to
Okay.
right on here, so...
Yep.
I think it is just supposed to give you, like, a limited, like, field of view, and not supposed to actually completely turn you
No.
around.
it's not.
Well,
That's why you have a radar in the upper right that tells you if things are to your side or behind you.
well, it didn't work, Larry. And I know I have everything mapped. Let's play Virtua Fighter, which I'm sure I will be very bad at.
All right.
In fact, I'm pretty sure there's some emulation issues with Virtua Fighter, because when I was testing this last
Really?
night, there was some shit that was happening that I'm pretty sure wasn't supposed to happen.
I never would have guessed.
No. Sega Saturn emulation's very bad. I don't know if you know this. This and Nintendo 64 emulation fucking sucks.
Yeah. Shame.
Is it? Is it really a shame that people are not able to enjoy Nintendo 64 and Sega Saturn games?
There are some Nintendo 64 and Saturn games, yes.
Yeah.
Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
Okay, yeah. Imagine if Goemon was on the Saturn, though.
Went with Akira.
Yeah.
It'd be like
See, okay, so that's the thing where I think the emulation is maybe not working, because I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to snap completely to the opposite end.
Yeah?
I don't think that's how Virtua Fighter is supposed to work.
That's interesting. Huh.
Basically just turns the game into drop kick, is the thing. Because it's just whoever manages to get a kick in first.
You mean dive kick?
Dive kick, I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah, it's like it's running at too fast a speed and it's messing with the physics or something. So you're just like, you kick them in the air and they shoot off.
I've never been so good at a fighting game. Check this out.
Who needs combos?
This is my speed run of Virtua Fighter for the Sega Saturn.
Roadhouse. Man, Akira was psyched about that one.
Yeah, he was. Oh, damn. He fucked up.
And this is original Virtua Fighter, not the one where they issued it as an apology for how bad this version was.
No, of course not, 'cause this is the launch one.
Yeah.
This is the one where they were just like, oh, this is fucked. Maybe it was actually just that level, because I am getting kicked and I kicked her and I'm not flying out.
It was a different level on the other ones.
Oh, no, I just snapped
Yeah.
onto the other end of things. Wow.
I'm interested to see if the fixed version would do that.
Yeah, I wonder. I do know I don't have that one downloaded, though. I don't have
Yeah.
any Sega Saturn games on this PC outside of the ones for this stream, because the only other thing I played on the simulator was Police Knots, and I bought a bootleg copy of that, so that is on a disc. Take a look at another fighter. I thought it was neat to have a copy of Police Knots. I know it's not legit, but thought it was neat.
You got just pick somebody, I guess. Could
Yeah,
be WoW.
I went with Pi.
Yeah, I know, because
I forgot that
Sat
there's a
there for
countdown
too
on it. I hate that shit though, and console fighting games
Single-player
having
games?
a timer.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense in the arcade. You put your quarter in, we gotta keep you moving, but
Yeah.
I don't think it has any business being in a console.
With the resolution here, that mouth makes Sarah Bryant look like the Joker.
Oh fuck, she teleported.
Like a Dragon Ball Z fight.
Yeah. Remember the Budokai games? Were you able to do that? There was, I can't remember what you had to hit, but you could just warp behind the opponent. And so then if you had two people who were decent at the game, you would just get into a loop of that, of warping behind each other over and over again.
Well, it used key gauges. You couldn't do it forever.
Yeah, but if you had max key, you could really just hammer it.
Well, yeah, you'd still run out.
Remember Tenkaichi, Super 17 was broken as shit, so you could just continuously use that machine gun attack and it would just melt your health bar.
In general, though, it was broken because you could just infinitely loop and stun lock everybody.
Yeah. Well, so
a certain combo.
I'd play that with a roommate, and he would always pick Super 17, and I would start to complain to him that 17 is busted. So he's like, yeah, prove it. So I played Super 17 and just annihilated him over and over and over again. Just being like, is this fucking fun to you? And then we finally decided to just ban Super 17 in our apartment.
Odd Job.
Yeah.
There was that Burst Limit game on 360, and that one, it was Captain Ginyu who was the broken character who just had infinite combos.
Oh, right, yeah. Let's do Worldwide Soccer.
Okay.
Because
We're both such huge fans of footy.
Yeah. I did not make much of an effort to learn this game when I was testing these because I just don't care about soccer.
Really?
I'm going to be in this for a minute and we're going to move on to something else.
I find that hard to believe.
I hate soccer games. I hate them.
You didn't play,
Except this intro. This intro is great. Talk about Lawnmower Man shit. This intro.
It's Dural from Virtua Fighter.
Yeah. It's the most overproduced intro for a fucking soccer game. This was also hard to find for whatever reason. There is a lot of Sega Internationals, but Victory Goal specifically is the one that came out at launch.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to do some digging for Victory Goal. Let's just do Exhibition.
You ever play Sega Soccer Slam for the GameCube?
No.
That was good.
Which country should we go as? I feel like America, because like then if I don't do good at soccer, it kind of like it fits because Americans don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Go with America.
Because like if you pick Brazil and then lost, that would be extra shameful.
Yeah, so we probably should face Brazil. So that
Yes.
way when I lose, it's like no one can blame me, really.
Yeah. Weird how there's no UK option here.
There isn't? I wasn't really looking.
I didn't see a Union Jack, so I guess not.
I just saw America and Brazil and was like, well, probably those.
It was like there was Germany there was Argentina.
Sometimes you gotta pass it
Did
to the
not
other
see.
teams so they can have some fun too.
Yeah, you know, spread it around. It's sort of like in Family Feud when you let the other team play first.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
It looked like you were kind of doing something there for a second.
To the untrained eye, Larry.
I mean, you were passing,
I
and then
was.
you decided to shoot at the goal from like half the field away.
I just kept hitting the button over and over again because
I
it was
know.
working for me for a while, so I thought maybe. But I just kept it up. I'll get this sick replay over here.
zoom in on the crowd, find the
Yeah.
guy selling butt scratchers.
No, Peter Griffin is not in this game. Larry.
He should be.
He should.
He
I should be
in
able to
every game.
design a soccer man, and I should be able to make the entire Griffin family.
Yeah.
Who would be the goalie out of all the Griffins?
Chris.
No, trick question. It would be Ron. Not Ron. What's the
Ron.
guy
Ron
played by?
Griffin?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who's the guy in the wheelchair? What's his
Oh,
name?
Joe.
Joe. Thank you. What the fuck did I think his name was Ron? The referee would be David Lynch, though, crossing over from the Cleveland show.
Yeah, okay. I'm giving you a yellow card.
Just chain smoking the entire time.
Yeah.
It's either killing him or is preserving him. I'm not sure which.
Could be both.
I can't read that
Yeah,
chat message.
I don't think either of us watched that episode. He
Wh-
says Ron was Meg when she transitioned in the episode where Stewie traveled into the future.
Well, what the
I
fuck?
don't think I saw that one.
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind. Later Family Guy. Not
Big
that into it.
transition? I'm sure
I
that was
guess, huh?
handled gracefully, and
Probably. I bet it was like the Lisa's wedding episode.
I'm done with soccer. I cannot possibly give a shit about soccer. You know what I do give a shit about?
That was the movie, right?
You know what I do?
Stewie the Untold Story?
There's a movie?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All the Family Guy that I pick up on is through, like, Hideki's Twitter account, so it's all
Okay, yeah,
osmosis.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
I need to turn the volume up for this. I was mentioning to you before we started this, for some reason the volume in Daytona USA is very low.
Rank it.
Yeah. Okay, actually, bring that lower.
I love that draw distance.
Oh, now is it too quiet? Oh no, what's going on? Hey, we're back. I think I figured out what the problem is. It's Daytona
Way to
USA.
fix it.
I don't think there's a way to fix it. I think for whatever reason, Yabusei is hijacking audio on the computer, and so Daytona USA being very quiet is fucking with Larry's level somehow. I don't know why. I've checked everything I can think to check, and I don't see a way to fix it.
But the recordings somehow seem okay.
The recording's totally fine. I don't understand why it's coming through differently on Twitch. That doesn't make any sense to me. And again, literally all I did was I changed the audio level in Yabusei, so it's very weird to me.
Anyway, it's Daytona USA.
Yeah. I wouldn't have worried so much about it if not for the fact that Daytona USA is easily the best launch game on the Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, it just doesn't come through at all. It's depressing. So we're not going to do much of Daytona USA, unfortunately. Oh, crashed already anyway. Look, again, Sega Saturn emulation is very, very bad. I don't know what the issue with it is. With Daytona specifically, I mean. I kind of know a little bit about why Saturn emulation's not great, but it's just kind of a shame that there does not seem to be more of a push to get like Sega Saturn emulation in a more workable state.
Visually, this looks accurate
Yeah.
to the original version of
Yeah.
Daytona. Which is to say, not great, but for a console, it was their best option at the time.
Yeah, at this point in time, like, I would have been stoked to have Daytona USA on a Sega Saturn.
Yeah.
This is just like a mission in Sonic Adventure, where Big the Cat gets in a car. He gets in a car. He has to chase Dr. Robotnik because he's got Froggy.
You know, I was thinking about Sonic Adventure and whatnot.
Don't.
recently.
It's a mistake to do that.
No, well, it was because Sonic Adventure 2. It was because I was talking to somebody about the Jak sequels. And I was saying that without Jak 2, the Shadow the Hedgehog game would not exist. Because it pioneered the art of, let's take this platformer character and make him edgy and give him a gun.
Isn't it like he gets out of jail at the start of that or something?
Yeah.
Why is he in jail in the first place? That first game was like a cutesy children's game for babies.
Terrorism,
What?
I think.
So is it just like a fun, bright, colorful children's game, and then at the end it's just like we're putting you in jail for eco-terrorism?
No.
So
doesn't
that's
happen at the end of the first
okay.
one. That's just
In between the
they
games.
decide to go in a bizarre direction.
That's when Naughty Dog started caring a lot about telling like gritty stories, I guess. That's where they took the turn. Imagine like a Jack and Daxter game, but like written by the people who are doing The Last of Us. Daxter gets stabbed in the neck and chokes to death on his own blood.
You should just get Toys for Bob to make a new Jack and Daxter, but
Yeah.
ignoring 2 and 3.
I should play those games eventually.
You should play the first one.
Not the other two? Are they just like not good? Or are they
Yeah,
like...
I like 2 at the time.
Okay.
But I don't consider them canon. I don't like the direction they went with them. Yeah, Jack 1
One's
is
a masterpiece.
Love
okay.
it.
I should give that a shot at some point.
When I got that HD collection on PS3, I just played the first one and ignored the others.
So, moving on to our last game here. This is also, again, Saturn emulation. Not great. This game doesn't work. Just letting you know right now that this is busted as hell.
Okay.
But
Cool.
it's busted in a way that I also find kind of funny. So we're going to take a quick look at it. Yeah, I'm more bummed about like Clockwork Knight not working, because like that, I mean, like that is one of the Saturn games. Like that's one of the ones that people recognize from that system.
Sure.
You would.
No, is this gonna be like that Judge Dredd game I tried to play that time?
No, not quite.
Oh.
I tweeted a picture of this out, so you should know exactly how broken it is. Like in what way. The important thing is this FMV is preserved. This runs fine.
Oh, right. Yes, okay. I remember this.
Yeah. It's really good. They got in a damn helicopter with a camera for this intro.
Do you think this was made specifically for the game, or was this... something
No,
else?
this is B-roll that they had at Pebble Beach. Yeah, they did not do this for the game.
And then just a black screen with the press start button.
So that is probably a part where it's like, this is broken.
Yeah.
I'm going to check
There's
member
supposed to be,
data.
like FMV behind it, maybe?
Yes, yeah, because we get, like, there's a brief flash of the golf course.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's not gonna... Excuse me. I was trying to see if it lets me make Peter in this, but it does not. I can enter a name and that's it. That makes sense, because it's all FMV, guys. I don't know why I thought that I would be able to do that.
You think Course Guide has, like, videos?
It might. We'll check that out.
We could try, anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can't hear the synths in this, Larry, but they are so fucking good.
I'm Craig Stadler. It's a great day for golf, and there's no place like Pebble Beach.
How
Well,
much...
the first day. 72 hours remain.
How much booze do you think they had to give Craig to be able to do this?
A lot. At least, like, 5 bottles of Jack Daniels.
First hole at Pebble Beach is a short but relatively difficult par 4. It's a must to get the ball in the fairway.
Wearing a
which
GameCube
usually
from
gets with a
Reboot.
long iron or a 3-wood. If you're in the rough, it's impossible to get the ball in the green on your second shot. You have a bunker in the front left and a deep bunker.
Craig is so stoked about Pebble Beach right now.
3-wood, drive the ball in the fairway, medium iron to the green, couple putts for par, maybe a good chance for birdie.
Alright, I totally understood everything he was telling me. I got a couple pars for a birdie, and the hole is hard. Hard hole, put ball in hole.
Hit that hole.
Larry, I regret to inform you that due to global warming, Pebble Beach is now just Pebble Ocean.
Well, it was only a matter of time.
Oh god, right, this also... this also maps everything to sea. I really hate that. It's going to be the cover of my next Vaporwave album, Larry. We just need to have, like, in the background, there's just, like, a marble bust in the distance that they're looking at. Turn the
Heart
sky...
View, by the way, is my favorite Blur song. I'm golfing on a hole and I see an endless ocean before me and I think about the plight of humanity. Heart View.
Oh, that screen flicker makes it real easy to see what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh no.
Finally, Larry, the first golf game that we're looking at where poor gameplay cannot entirely be blamed on me. Most of it still is, but... So I desperately need to see what it actually looks like to get the ball in the hole in this.
Well, you're not gonna do it.
No, I'm banking on Craig Stadler getting this done for us. Now I got right on the line. I'm gonna have to get a caddy out here to kind of like, you know, put the ocean back together where I took that little dent out of it.
Fixing a divot.
That's right.
Go down there and meet the Looney Tunes.
Get pulled into the
Mad
deep...
about Lola Bunny.
You pulled into the deep ocean and I see, like... see Daffy Duck while the pressure's crushing my fucking skull open.
Getting the bins and watching the Tasmanian Devil eat an entire hoagie.
Suffer and succotash is the last thing that I hear before my lungs fill up with water. I love Pebble Beach Golf Links. This is the best golf game ever made. Alright, Craig. Get in the hole. I also really love the, like, 4 frames of animation that the water has.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to see
No,
this much of it.
no. You're supposed to see, like, maybe the top, I don't know, 10 pixels. Like, way off in the distance, and would have looked fine.
I like how it makes you watch you, like, gesture towards the caddy as
Yeah.
they hit the club and everything.
OB. That's a penalty stroke? Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, game.
Out of bounds.
Alright, so I guess I'll have to be very gentle with this ball to not get it out of bounds.
Maybe.
Who could say?
Who knows where the hole is in relation to you?
Yeah. I mean, the little flag pops in and zooms at me briefly to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we're mostly betting on Craig getting the ball in the hole, not me, so I'm just kind of being gentle with it now so I don't have to take a bunch of extra shots for going out of bounds. Oh, God. Well, stop making me do this. Go back to Craig.
No, when you're close enough, you have to keep doing it.
Oh, well, that's going to be a problem, Larry.
You're on the green.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, probably.
Well, it's kind of indicating that it's still just, like, right in front of me.
I mean, you're only going 9 to 11 yards each time.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
Oh, it rendered 2 golf balls that time. What the hell? Oh, it's probably because it's near mine and is changing, like, the angle of the shot or something, I think? Yeah, I think that's what it's doing.
know.
I think it's showing another player's ball and that it's, like, you're on the green, so it's kind of angling the shot different.
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell. Okay.
In time, baby.
Oh, yep, here we go.
Or I guess not. I thought you were putting.
Oh, I'm putting now.
Oh, yeah. There it is.
It went in! I did it! I beat Craig!
I don't
Yes!
think you did.
I beat Craig!
Actually.
Ah, suck it, Stadler.
Getting in first does not mean you win,
Well, that's
considering he's putting for par.
a little fucked up.
You're 7 over.
I got more numbers. Doesn't that mean that I won? Because I got more numbers. Wait, who am I? I'm Parker, right? I couldn't be. I'm not Clark, am I?
I don't know.
Okay. We wanted to check something else out to see if it had FMVs, you
I
said?
think you're not even on here, actually.
I did that bad?
Because these are leaders. Yes, I think so.
There's only so many squares to put numbers in, and I went over them, so I'm off the list.
Second hole is a short
All right,
par
hold
five,
2.
and it's a must birdie. Although the fairway is pretty wide, you have to drive the ball in the
A
fairway.
lot better than the first one.
Yeah.
George that sits about 100 yards short of the green.
Stadler's crocked out of his mind.
You have to lay it up with a tough third shot to a pretty narrow green.
He's gacked out on hollandaise sauce.
Relatively easy birdie.
Someone behind the camera is just holding a bottle of Old English. You gotta get through the lines, Craig. Get through them. Pour you a drink. There's just a scream. Craig gets to the bottle. Alright, well, it's just gonna be the same thing, so let's go back to that menu and check out that other thing, and we'll call it a stream after that.
Yeah. 'Cause those videos worked, so if there are others, they might work.
The most important thing is that the FMV worked. Everything else is just kind of like
Yeah.
incidental. Like, who cares? Okay, course guide. Okay, so these are just going to be the same videos that we were getting on every hole.
Good.
So
Gotta
we
watch all of them.
we already saw that one. So let's just skip to.
We saw 1 too.
All right, pick a number. Which one do you want to watch?
7.
7. All right.
Lucky number 11.
Yeah, it's a very tiny one too.
Oh yeah.
Hole number 7, par 3. Back tees, 107 yards. Middle tees.
That's just an easy hole in one right there.
7th hole is one of the greatest holes on the golf course. Little short par 3. Depending on the wind conditions coming off the ocean, you can play
Should look
anywhere
at
from
whatever the
sand
biggest
wedge,
one
green
is.
iron, even to a
Okay.
flat iron. It's only about 120 yards, but you definitely have to get the ball on the green. You have the ocean, you have bunkers left, right, and short. If you come away with a par on this little hole, you've got a darn good score.
I don't know if you were listening to Craig there, but he said this is his favorite hole.
No, I can't hear him. I'm
Okay.
just
All right.
watching and enjoying.
Yeah. Well, Craig is way into hole number 7, so I think you picked a good one. I think hole 6 looks like it might be the longest one. It's either 6, 9, or 10, I think.
6 is a par 5, so probably.
Okay, yeah, par 5. Yeah, I'm just going through all of them. 14 is also par 5. We do all
There's supposed to be
holes.
36 great holes.
Yeah, what the fuck? All right, we'll do 6.
We got
Take a
ripped
look at that
off.
one. Actually, I want to. There was a par 5 towards the end. I want to see because I'm hoping that they
Well,
did
it's
like
18,
sequential.
So it's 18 and then the way back. That doesn't.
Oh, that's bullshit. I want to do hole 14. Here's my hope, Larry. They shot all these in sequential order, and so Craig is just getting more and more drunk as time goes on.
Okay.
Hole number 14, par 5. Back tees, 565 yards. Middle tees, 553 yards.
14 is by far the longest hole on the golf course.
Yeah.
Drive the ball.
There you go. He just said it's by far the longest one on the golf course.
Out there is fine. Hit your second shot. Make sure you keep it.
It's kind of just like a
green is elevated with that
it's a
huge
boomerang shape, though. Kind of boring.
bunker on you with your third shot, or you're just dead. Wedge into the green, 9-iron third shot. Get it on, 2 putts for par. You made a good par.
I don't know, man. Imagine me trying to like navigate around a boomerang-shaped like golf course, especially when all I can see is ocean.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay. That is just Pebble Beach Golf Links. It's broken. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about it. I messed around a lot
Wait,
trying to get it to
This
work.
wasn't the 36 great holes. That was the 32x one.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I think it's the same company that made both of them. I think it's both Sega Sports.
Yeah.
Because that other one used, like, FMV stuff, too, obviously. Way more compressed. But it was actually in a playable state.
It didn't have Craig Stadler, though.
It did not have Craig Stadler, which is very upsetting. But I guess you could say, at least with Pebble Beach Golf Links, you can't make Peter Griffin. So...
Yeah.
the perfect golf game would be a fusion of those two things, but retaining the fact that all you can see is ocean. I don't need to look at a golf course. So
Griffin walking on water.
oh no. So, do what we usually do, where we kind of just take a look at what these looked like as a full launch lineup and whether or not we would have been excited for them at the time. Sega Saturn, I think, I'm going to imagine we're both going to answer this the same, which is that we wouldn't have given a shit because the PlayStation was not that far behind.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know that I even knew the Sega Saturn existed at the time.
I did, but it was one of those things where it just seemed so far out of reach because nobody had one and nobody was selling them. Like that.
I found out about later, but like when it came out, of course, because of the surprise nature of it, I didn't know.
Yeah, I saw it in magazines and stuff like that, like I did with a lot of this shit, but like most of the Sega peripherals and then of course the Saturn were just these unattainable things. They were like these just weird little curios that I wanted to pick up and try at some point, but they were expensive and you couldn't find them.
Mostly, I just remember seeing ads in the magazine for Knights and the 3D controller, and being like, "Oh, that
yeah, and
looks
then
stupid."
yeah, and then you play Knights, and it sucks so much.
Yeah,
Knights is a horrible game. I think I had a friend who had a Sega Saturn, but I never actually went over and played it, because I think that once he got a PlayStation, he just hooked that up in the Saturn and collected dust somewhere. But it's a long time ago, maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, like, none of the games themselves look that interesting to me on the Sega Saturn, outside of, like, Daytona USA, which is great, and I'm sorry that it caused so many issues on this stream/recording. I really don't know what's up with that. Bugs me.
like I would say, Panzer Dragoon and Daytona are like the two.
Yeah, I mean, hey, to be fair,
It's not bad when you know how to turn in it.
I swear to God, I was doing everything that the game would allow me to do. I was not doing anything weird. But again, Saturn emulation is bizarre. I don't know if there was any weird hiccup there or what. Along the same lines, couldn't look at Clockwork Knight, which really is the killer app for the Sega Saturn. It's what everyone bought one for. Pepper
I'm starting to wonder
LaChow.
if you were pressing the wrong buttons, like you were hitting the shoulder buttons instead of the triggers.
No, because those aren't even mapped to anything. There's no way to map them. The Sega Saturn only had one on each side, and so when you click them in Yabuse, I just mapped them to the triggers. Because those are way more comfortable than the bumpers. 32X, though?
I think that's the issue.
Hmm.
I think that's what happened.
What do you mean?
I think you should have mapped it to the bumpers.
Should have mapped it to the
Because it
bumpers?
yes, because I think it might not like detect the sort of analog nature of the triggers.
Oh, I hadn't considered that. Yeah, maybe. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Hold on. Going into the settings.
Right.
Oh, Yabuse crashed. Great. Now everyone sees that I didn't put anything underneath the emulator. So you just get two dicks here.
That showed up earlier.
Oh no, I didn't intend for it to. I had the picture of David Jaffe next to the whiteboard where it said Saturn sucks, but then I couldn't get it to center correctly and not have it bleed over.
Uh-huh.
Oh god. To be fair, I knew everything about the Sega Saturn was going to be a fucking mess, so thankfully, after this, I think it's the PlayStation, and that is much better supported than the Sega Saturn.
Yep.
I have to capture it again because, of course, it doesn't want to pick up. Is it not going to show up now?
There it is.
Okay. Here. It's taken a while to recognize it. Episode 1. Alright, let's try this out. Hey Larry, guess what?
Let me guess.
I hate my goddamn life. I figured that the triggers would work totally fine. I find them more comfortable.
Because the Bison is like an axis, and the Saturn did not have analog triggers, so it doesn't know what to do with those.
Yeah, I know.
I think you would try to map it to the trigger.
Oh man, check out all this movement I get. This game's great.
Cool.
This changes everything. I can see all around me. It's
I hate
fantastic.
you so much. No, I think you can just turn left and right a little bit here in the front. You get a cone there.
I thought that was the case. I always thought it was mostly on rails, and you can only kind of go a little bit left and right, and that if stuff got behind you, it would either go away or it would eventually come back in front of the camera or something. I don't know. Man, what a game. What a system. Saturn really does suck, Larry. David Jaffe was right the entire time.
At that point.
He drew boobs next to it and everything. You'd never think that drawn to death, that's the thing that he did.
Yep, drawn to death.
You would never think that that would be his passion project, but okay, that's it. 32X also, by the way, whatever. That's a really good version of Fantasy Zone, but I would not buy a 32X to play Fantasy Zone.
Space Harrier.
See, I told you that I do it all the time. I can't get my wires uncrossed with that. They got to put me on like quintiapine to correct it or something. I don't know. All right, that's it. We'll be back next week for GoldenEye, which is a game that I'm much better at, and also captures fine and has no weird like peculiarities that fuck everything up. But then after that, we'll be doing PlayStation, which is like, you know, a good console.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye.